What is up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video. Let me just make sure my audio is working real quick. Yep. Hang on. Yep, okay. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We're back with another banger of a video. I'm playing Doki Doki Liteature Club. Alright. Now, I'm very good in my English, chat. I'm very good in my English. Now, I was gonna stream this, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to stream the game. One reason only, because if there's anything bad, I can cut it out of the video. Like, anything real bad. Like, you know, I haven't played this game before, I haven't seen anything of it. I only know the characters a bit. But, without further ado, let's get into it. Moon, that's my name. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friends since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase me after like this, I must feel better off running away. However, I sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk, and I see her catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. But maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that because you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Moon. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the street, it's become increasingly speckled with other students making the daily commute. By the way, Moon, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you'd join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismiss it go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content, just getting by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Get rid of that anime part and replace it with YouTube. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a niece in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Well, will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I'll guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Oh my god. Why do I keep letting myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself roll into it. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I step blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so know what? Well, that you could come to my club, Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the lecture club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in lecture. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first to show interest after the one proposed the club. She inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in Ultra is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much? Why do you care so much, anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to find all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Okay, so, before I continue, I don't usually say this much, but like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach my goal of 2K before the end of the year, alright? If I can reach 2K, then I'll do something special with a Gmod episode on one of the series I'm probably going to make. But speaking of series, I'm working on a new series as we speak. I've currently got the map set up, and I've got my OC made. So, if you're hyped for that, let me know. And, you know, I'll go ahead and start recording those instantly. Anyways, and thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Damn cupcake, chat. Depends, actually. What kind of cupcake? What kind of cupcake? I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being genuinely used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori is full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Liteature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy. What do you call the atmosphere? Ah, Moon, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yo, not this one. Not this one, though. This one! Sorry. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude. Who is... Oh my, I can't read! Oh, I'm gonna hate this game if it's all reading, chat. Why is there no voice acting? Why is there no voice acting? Oh well. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. This small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Moon. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other, well, rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Yeah, you too, Monica. Okay. Oh my, I was about to stutter. Come sit down, Moon. We made a room for you at the table. Sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Bro, I love some tea. I'm liking Yuri already, chat. I'm liking Yuri already because I love tea. The girls have a few desks arranged to a former table. As I already mentioned, it's been divided into there's one more space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri will go to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches... Oh my! Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Yo, I can't see the cupcakes, bro. Let me see these damn cupcakes. I want to see the cupcakes. Whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray, revealing a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Not gonna lie, the whiskers are drawn with icing and a little pieces of chocolate or used to make the ears. Yo, chat. Not gonna lie, I might devour those cupcakes by what they sound like. What kind of icing though? So cute. I had no idea you were such good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first and Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full as she already managed to get icing on her face. I spin the cupcakes around my finger looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Yeah. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tray of tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Actually, chat, I love reading and I love drinking tea. I haven't done them both though. Not together. I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. Monica? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. She's mine. Don't you dare. I meant that, you know. I believe you. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the Literature Club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I should tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems real happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You'll probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Fair, actually, fair. I couldn't do any clubs, right? I don't even join clubs. I just go into, like, the back of the field, play football with some friends, like, every day. That's it. Like, whenever I'm in school, chat, that's it. That's all I do. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicly and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all their effort into something and stuff. Holy hell, chat! I can't read. I keep saying chat. I'm not streaming. I keep saying chat. Oh my. I'm not streaming. Not many people are very interested in... Oh my... Chat, I'm gonna... Okay, let's try this again. Not many people are very interested in... Let's try this one more time. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. There we go, chat. I said chat again. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. She's very tall, Chad. I like tall ones. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. No, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Moon, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychology elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can really put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What could you use that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give me that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as good as you are. Sari sidles up behind Natsuki and puts a hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you wrote your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share some sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you. I guess it's the same for Yuri. No, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri quizzically at Monaco. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we'll meet. We'll all share them and write with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthening the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Moon? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come up for what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made it my decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four of you step back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Moon, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes start lighting up. Chat, I'm only doing this for Yuri, chat. I swear. Yes, I'm so happy. Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really did just come for the cupcakes, I'd be super. Whoa! Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring back the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over me once more. Moon, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Moon, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always did after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Okay, chat. Guys, I think that will be the end of this episode. That will be the end of this episode, actually. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Turn on all notifications so you never miss another video. Peace out.